Begin section A. 1, 2, here I go. So I always tell my students that you think of Michael Jackson's Beat It in your feet. Boom, 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 so that they can think of that rhythm ahead of time. And I add words to section A. So the words go like this. Step, wait, clap. And now for this waiting time, it's really tempting for the students to just want to clap right away. So I always ask for a large windmill in the middle, so that way it's step, wait, clap, instead of step, which can happen a lot. So let me tell you the rest of the words. Step, wait, clap. Then we repeat what we just did. Step, now clap twice. Happens next. Then we repeat the beginning again. Step, wait, clap. The last phrase is step, and now clap 4 times. And on that now clap 4 times, we have a crescendo. And now clap 4 times. And I always like to ask my students to move in a, I guess, horizontal, I don't know, action. You may also want to start practicing just having your kids do the motion. You just have your left hand, well, my left hand is out. You hit the right hand on top of the left. You simply let it fall to your right thigh, and then your left hand follows. So it's a 1, 2, 3.
Almost like a triangle.
1, 2, 3, like a triangle. 1, 2, 3. So let me perform section A one more time with words. 1, 2, here I go. Step, wait, clap. Step, now clap twice. Step, wait, clap. Step, and now clap 4 times. And that section happens 2 times. 1, 2, here I go. Step, wait, clap. Step, now clap twice. Step, wait, clap. Step, and now clap 4 times. Step, wait, clap. Step, now clap twice. Step, wait, clap. Step, and now clap 4 times. There you go. One more thing. Be sure to tell your students to start on their left foot. So it's left, right, forward, step, wait.
Steppin, section B. Okay, section B begins with the words pineapple. And just like the words, the natural flow of the words, the pi of pineapple is more accented. So you want to, when teaching your students how to do this, you want to start with that accent, pineapple. And we do 2 in a row, pineapple, pineapple. And I always have my left palm out, and I'm tapping with my right, just to keep a unison among your group members. So, pineapple, pineapple, and then you're going to let your right hand fall and flip your hand under. So when we do pineapple, pineapple, juba, the first part of the word juba is right hand hitting right leg, and then you're almost smacking bottom up. So from the palms are both facing down. So pineapple, pineapple, juba. And then again, you're just going to let the right hand fall, right, left, clap. So right, left, clap is the next section. Then your hands sort of like just fall into a scissors motion where your hands go down, up, down, up. So if I put it together slowly, pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left, clap, down, up, down, up. And I really break it down. In the B section, we repeat this 4 times, but I break it down and I usually have my students take it slow, practice in chunks, and we add words to it to help us sort of remember the motions. So here's the whole B section together with words. 1, 2, ready, and. Pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left, clap, down, up, pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left, clap, down, up, pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left, clap, down, up, pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left, clap, down, up.
Steppin, section C. 1, 2, here I go. Alright, so the rhythms to this section are very similar to the rhythms that we just learned in section B. For section C, we are also starting on our left foot, like section A. So I like to make a basketball connection for this first step. So I will step sideways. I have students pass a basketball underneath, and I explain to them it would be really difficult to just pass the basketball underneath like this standing up. It would be awkward, it wouldn't really work. So in order to do that successfully, the students have to bend over a little to make that move successful. So it's a similar start for section C. So it's left, up, down, and then step. Okay? It's much easier to perform this step crouched over a little bit instead of standing. Watch the wrong way to do it. Okay? Here's the right way to do it. Step, up, down, step. The rhythms flow much nicer. Alright, so after step, down, step, hold on, let me remember. Okay,
No,
so
front.
Step, up, down, and front. Thank you. Thanks, Michelle. So we have clapping in the front. Okay, so we, after that last right step, clap in the front. Then we step with our left foot, clap in the back. So all together it's. After that, still keeping the swaying motion between feet, it's right foot. You hit this part of your above the elbow, your forearm, okay? And then we step left and hit the left forearm. So that part would look like this. Right, right, left, left. Alright? So from the beginning, here it goes. 1, 2, here I go. Step up, down, in front, and back, right, right, left, left. And now we are done. Literally, that's the move you do next. Starting with the right foot, and now we are done. Okay? This is the same 1, 2, 3 triangle motion as section A. One more time, and now we are done. So all together, section C goes like this. 1, 2, here I go. Step up, down, in front, and back, right, right, left, left, and now we are done again. Step up, down. This happens 4 times, and now we are done. Step up, down, front, back, right, right, left, left. Last time. Step up, down, left, back, right, left, left, and now we are done.
Section D. You'll notice that section D has a very similar rhythm, that triplet feeling as we had in pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left, up, down, up, down, up. So section D has that same 1, 2, 3, pineapple, pineapple, juba, right, left. Except the ending kind of changes. I mean, we could add the same words. Actually, the way we teach it is the cha-cha, because we're kind of doing that motion with our feet. This is the one area where you don't start with your left foot, you start with your right. So D section starts right, left, right, or cha-cha-cha. And again, you want that feeling of the accent going on the first syllable. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. And I often just start with that repetitive pattern with my students, just doing cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, rest. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, rest, just to kind of get the feeling of the feet. After we get the pattern of the cha-cha-cha, then we have something called a knee slap. And you want to lift your right leg first, and you're hitting your right hand on your right leg, and you're kind of slapping the thigh with your right hand, inner part of your leg, knee slap. So you're slapping right hand on the right thigh and your left hand on like the shin or the calf muscle, right? So it's going to be right, left, knee slap. And in order to go on to the next side, you have to bring your foot down. So it's cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, knee slap, step. And then you just sort of mirror what you did on the right side on your left. Knee slap, which again, you're going left hand first on the inner thigh of your left leg, and then again on the calf with your right hand, opposite hand. So if I did cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, knee slap, step, knee slap, step. That's usually where I stop and repeat that pattern several times to get the students to feel that. The trickiest part is the ending, because we're used to being triplet, triplet. You know, there's a feeling of triplet, triplet here, but then we have right and left end. We have this feeling of like 1, 2, 1, 2 that ends the pattern. So I would kind of just break it down. I would do tap, step with the students. Tap, step, and again you're starting with right. Right hand, right, left, left. So the kids sometimes just have to feel that. It's kind of like you're following with your hands, or you're following with your foot, rather. So if I put it together slowly, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, knee slap, step, knee slap, and right and left and is how I teach it. And we repeat this 4 times. Third time. And really try to get the accent. Sorry. Let's try this again. 3 times. 4 times. Let's try this again. 1, 2, ready, and. Knee slap, right, left, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, knee slap, right and left, and cha-cha-cha. This is my 3rd time. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, knee slap, right. The feeling of the D section, in my opinion, doesn't really feel like a rhythmic cadence. So oftentimes we would do D, but I feel like the ending of C, now we are done. In concert, I've usually ended with section C. So it's really at the mercy of the teacher how you want to do it. You can really put this in any form, but I find that C works good as an ending. So the nice thing about this Steppin body percussion is that as a teacher you can really kind of make it your own performance. You can take this in many directions. You can add your own body percussion. I've done this where I've had students sort of have a question and answer, like we're talking back and forth to each other, breaking down the phrases. For example, in the A section, I could do phrase 1, Eileen could do phrase 2, I could do phrase 3, and she ends with phrase 4, just like a conversation. So we'll start that. I'll start. again, you could break up the B section. It's a little awkward sometimes with the pineapple, pineapple, and she could take over the do, but she would have to be in like the ready position for that. So I'll do the pineapple question and you answer me. So you can see how you could take that in another direction. Some of the sections might be a little bit easier to do that. This might be harder to break up. You know, I've done it where we did question, answer with two large groups, and then everybody comes in unison in the C section. You can really kind of create your own musical form with this. Is there anything else?
That was it.
Okay. So with two parts, A and B together, this is how the rhythms sound together. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. So C and D together, two parts. 1, 2, ready, and.